Okay, again, we're going to do just a little bit more word today, just the final table. And I'm going to open up the one I've been working on. So we went over all the tables last class. And if I scroll down, we kind of started the comparison table. Remember that? Comparison table? Right? Remember that's where we left off, right? Okay, so let's do the final table. So let's say I did a comparison, and we'll go and we'll price Windows and Mac. Don't worry, in a little bit. But let's say I go and I list again in your comparison table. You need to have this kind of stuff, and then also put a price in there. So you need to put a price in there. So make sure you put a price in there. It's hard to compare without a price, right? So I don't know. I'm just making this up. Just make sure you understand. There, something like that.
Is that table on Windows?
What's that?
The table, is that in Word?
Yeah, we're in Word right now. We're going over how to make tables. So your needs, you can use color in your needs assessment. You can use color as well in your comparison table if you want, but not in your final table. Your final table, let's go to, I want to go below that. Oh, here we go. And let's put our cursor, And remember, Works Cited should be on its own page. I don't know why I started jumping like that. Whatever. So again, so when you're done doing your comparison, I would write about, what you compared maybe. I compared the Windows and Mac computer, whatever, and Mac computer, and decided the Mac is better for me. So here we go. Total price. So my last table is going to be the one that you think. Now, do I have to list all this again? If you had this computer, your final one in your comparison, you don't have to list all the gigahertz and gigahertz and all that stuff. But I am looking for some detail of what the computer is. If it's a 27-inch MacBook or Mac display thing like this, you list 27-inch Mac display. Okay, again, I'm going to put my final table here. So I guess what I'm trying to say is you can give me some detail of the computer you're going to buy, but you don't have to. This I want to kind of detail here, list it out. But in your final one, you can just kind of give me a general overview. So let's say I get the this 15-inch Space Age MacBook Pro, right? So for my final table, I'm going to go to Insert, Table, or you can go under Insert Tab menu right here as well. See it right here? And you can go here, and I'm going to go 3 across, 3 and like 3 down. Remember, you can adjust it later. Now I'm going to leave the borders on, and before I'm done, I'm going to turn the borders off. So again, I'm going to leave the borders on, but when you're done, I want you to turn the line. So when I say the word border, I mean the black lines that you see in your table. We'll learn how to turn them off in a minute. So if you remember, I'm going to select the top row and merge that. Remember, the term merge is to make it into one. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to merge it. How do I merge it? I right click and I say merge cells, and it merges them. And then I'm going to center that text as well. Remember we did that last class? And I'm going to call this my final computer purchase. So right now you have, again, merging the top cell and then doing that.
How do you merge them again?
If you click over here to the right, you can select. See right here how I select the entire row right here by clicking right outside. And then if I right click in that same area, you say merge cells. So this time I'm going to merge only 2 cells together. How do I merge 2 cells? So right now we select them all. So here we go. I'm going to merge these 2 right here, but leave this one by itself over here. How I'm going to do that is I'm going to select both of them by dragging my mouse over 2 of them. Again, how you select 2 of them, drag your mouse over 2 of them. I can right click and say merge cells again, and notice how I have this one, but this is still separate here. So let's say I'm going to do the MacBook Pro, this one right here. So I'm going to kind of, I might just copy some of this data that's up here. So again, I'm doing MacBook Pro, Space Age Gray, and I can do Shift Return. And hit return. Uh-oh, Space Age Gray. Uh-oh, I didn't want to do that. Wait, return. Why does it keep doing that? It keeps removing that. Wanted to copy this info and put it down here. And then let's get this info and put it. So maybe something like that. Remember, you can change the alignment, or not alignment, but the line space of the text so that it's not so far. Remember this one right here is about 1 point something. So if I highlight this text here, because this looks awful, you know, having so much space. When it's inside a table like this, you can adjust the spacing. It doesn't have to be the standard MLA because it's in a table, but the rest of it should be 2.0, right, or double spacing. This we can adjust a little bit more by going underneath the pull-down menu here, and I'm going to go to the 1.15 right here. That looks a little bit better. Okay, so let's say that this computer is going to cost me $2,700 right there. So I'm going to click in this one over here, but I don't want the cursor flashing over here. I'm going to put everything on the right side so it's nice and aligned to the right. How I can do that is by hitting the right align, and then I can put in my final price for this computer. Again, I right aligned so it's there. Remember, you can actually bold some things if you want to emphasize them. Just don't change the size. If you want, you can bold them. And don't use colors in the text. You can color the table, but don't use colors in the text if you can. Okay, next I'm going to add some other things in there. If I'm going to buy a computer, I might need to buy a mouse. Macs don't come with a mouse automatically in the price. I need to buy my Magic Mouse. So I can come down here and I might put in extra things like a mouse. They call it a Magic Mouse. Magic. Is it Magic?
Yeah.
I think it's called Magic Mouse, or the Apple one, whatever they call it. And again, it's going to be right aligned, and that's probably, you know, $5,000 just for the mouse. You know, it's Apple. No, I think it's probably like 80 bucks. You know, a mouse that probably cost them, you know, 50 cents to make, they're charging $80 for.
People have to eat.
What's that?
People have to eat.
Yeah, somebody's got to eat, I guess. If you want to add a row, because we're going to start adding some more rows here, you can add a row by, if you either hit tab, I believe it was on the keyboard. There we go. That goes around. or you can right click and say insert row below, like that. So we have a Magic Mouse. What else do I need? I want a color printer maybe. So that would be probably, you know, $250. I'm just random. You go and do some research, and if you bought a certain one, you can put in Epson, 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 S-O-N, Epson, E-P-S-O-N, Epson. Is there an I in there? No. Is it just E-P-S-O-I-N? I think Epson like that. No. I-O-N. I think that's it. Is it Epson like that? Do I know how to spell Epson? Whatever. You can put the name brand in there as well. Just O-N? There we go. Epson. Okay. That's a common printer, right? What else could we put in there? What else we need? Software, right? Microsoft Office. So Microsoft Office cost what? $40 for students? So I got a mouse, I got there. What else would you need in your final computer? Yeah, if it's in a desktop, maybe you buy a graphics card. It's separate. You want to kill demons? How much RAM should I, or how much gigahertz should I have on my graphics card? At least 2 gigabytes of graphics card, right? At least 4 is better. Texture mapping. I don't know. Some people know how to build computers for gaming, right? I don't know. My son, he goes to the when he wanted to buy a gaming computer, he went to that computer store on, what is it, Stevens Creek Boulevard. What's it called? What's it? Central Computer. Yeah, there's a place on Stevens Creek Boulevard called Central Computer where you go and buy all the parts you want and just build your own. He went there, bought all the parts. I don't know what he knew. He did his research, whatever. Bought the motherboard he wanted, the power supply he wanted, the case he wanted, the RAM he wanted, all that stuff. You know, it was like $2,000 worth of stuff. And he went home and put it all together. And he kills demons. Well, he doesn't kill demons anymore, but he used to kill demons. Hopefully he's not killing demons. Hopefully he's doing his schoolwork, right? Should be going to class. Okay, so we got that. What else could we buy? A case, right? Maybe a bag. What's it called? A computer bag? Computer case? Or bag? I don't know. Because this is a laptop. And so that's probably $80. And then I could use my calculator on my computer here. If I can, let me find the calculator. Calculator. There it is. In fact, let's put that in the dock. Oh, it is already. No, it's not in the dock. There you go. Put it over here. No. Whatever. So let's add up our things and figure out our sales tax. Okay? So you guys know how to figure out sales tax, I hope. $2,700 plus $80 plus $250 plus $40 plus 80 equals what? So my computer purchase is $3,150, but of course the state and the local taxes need to be made. So what's the sales tax here in Saratoga? Does anybody know? 8.7. So how do I get 8.75 out of this? I don't know. You guys are in accounting, aren't you?
9%.
Oh, it's 9%. Oh, let's do it even. 9%. That sounds easier. Okay. What? How can I get 9% out of this?
Sum it up.
Times 0.09 equals $283. So we can put down here sales tax. What did I just say? 283.50. Okay, we need one more for total then. And total. And we might move that to the right side, right? Make it look nice. And then, so what's our total? Oh, we got to add it all up again, huh? So what do we have? 270 0 plus 80 plus, oops, let's start again, 2700 plus 80 plus 250 plus 40 plus 80 plus 283.50 equals $3,433.50. Too expensive? But that's going to last me 4 years. You got to think of what's going to last you time, right? If I buy a kind of a more expensive computer, but it's going to last me 4 years without having to buy another one in 4 years, I think the typical Mac laptop lasts me about 4 years. I used to buy Dell laptops when I used to go teach in Europe, and I would take a Dell laptop, and I went through like 3 of them while I was there. They didn't last very long. I beat them and whatever. Okay, last thing, you need to get rid of the lines or the borders. So the best way and easy way is to select the entire table right here. See, in the upper corner here where you have this little crosshair plus thing up here, see that? That collects your entire table. You'll notice there's a table design kind of thing right here. It's kind of darker up here. See it? See it right here? It's kind of towards the top. And then there's a border styles right here. And then there's this one right here, shading. And then there is borders right here. And you can turn off the borders by going to where it says no borders. Okay, again, how did I get there? I selected the entire table up here. Do you see it right here? Select the entire table. Go to where it says table design up here in the menu up here, table design. Go to where it says borders right here and click on it and go to no borders and boom. Look how beautiful that is. Beautiful table without no lines. A+. That problem. Okay, did everybody get a beautiful table? Okay, you got the border drawn? You gotta put the date in. See how I put the date in, right? Okay, and then turn off the borders. Okay, anybody see how to make no borders? Ready to move on? Okay, so your final table should look like that. I think you have enough. Remember, you can use Easy Bib for your works cited. Do I have to go over Easy Bib again? You think you figured that out, right? Yeah, remember, no borders for the final one. Okay, no borders. Okay, I'm going to pause my video now.